Hi, I'm JP from JP Switch Mania, and welcome to episode 2 of our Spotlight series, where we look at independent publishers producing games for the Nintendo Switch. Who are we going to be talking about today? Well, I'll give you one hint. Human Fall Flat. You know who I'm talking about? Stay tuned. JP Switch Mania. That's right, we're going to be talking about Super Rare Games, a UK independent publisher and distributor of Nintendo Switch games. But before I get into the details of who they are, what they do, what games they brought out, let's have a quick word from George Perkins, head of Doing Stuff.
Hey YouTube, this is George Perkins from Super Rare Games, and we are an independent publisher and distributor based in Europe, and we specialise in bringing indie games into a physical form. We release one game a month, and the whole idea is to try and release games that you love, but then also games that we love that you might not have heard of into a physical release to put proudly on your shelves.
Thanks, George. So there you have it, but let's learn a little bit more about who they are. So Super Rare Games first came onto the scene in 2018, where they brought their very first title, Human Fall Flat. Now this came out on March 9th, pre-orders began on February 20th, so that can kind of be considered their start date. There were 5,000 copies available. Since then, they've obviously sold out. But who are they exactly? Well, like George said, they're from the UK. They saw a need for digital games to be preserved physically. And so far in the past year, they've released 12 titles, which we'll show in a little bit. But who comprises Super Rare Games? Well, there's 4 directors or key members. The first we heard from was George Perkins, head of Doing Stuff. He kind of oversees the day-to-day operations. He works on negotiations, contracts, partnerships with the developers. He is very active on social media, so if you're in any of the Discord channels or Facebook groups or even on Twitter, there's a good chance you've been talking to George. Then there's Verity. Verity handles the finance and, according to George, the not fun stuff. But I like numbers, so I think that's pretty fun. Then we have Lindsay, who handles customer service and shipping. Now their shipping team comprises of about 10 to 20 part-time members, and they're the ones shipping out all those games globally. And then finally we have Stu, and he's the graphic designer and artist for the covers, and we'll show a few of those in greater detail. So those are the 4 key members, and they've been doing a bang-up job. I mean, when they came on the scene, everyone can kind of be a little skeptical about a new company, but they've really delivered. They have very quick shipping times, they are very responsive with customer service. There's nothing bad I could say about them. And why would you want to? I mean, they're doing a good service for developers. They're bringing games digitally into a physical format specifically for the Nintendo Switch. That's the only system that they're focused on. And as a big Switch collector, I'm very happy about that. So like I said, their very first game was Human Fall Flat. Pre-orders opened on February 20th. On March 9th, they are already shipping these out. There was 5,000 copies made. Since then, it has sold out. So if you go on eBay or third-party sites, you can see the prices rising already. And we're going to show you exactly what they ship with each of these games. But before that, I wanted to go over the 12 titles that have come out since Human Fall Flat. So let's show the covers. So let's look at each of the games that they've released so far in 2018 and 2019. Now I already showed you Human Fall Flat, which was the first one. The second game release was The Flame and the Flood. The third was Shelter Generations. The fourth was Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. The fifth title was Mutant Mudds Collection. And I'm going to show that one in a little more detail because of the goodies that came with it. Then the next title was Worms WMD and Snake Pass. Number 8 was N++. Number 9 was Steridon Binary Stars. Number 10 was the Adventure Pals Collector's Edition. Now there also was releases of 11 and 12, which is Knights of Pen and Paper 1 and 2. The only problem is mine is still en route, so I don't have it, but I put a picture up here so you can see what was included. So that was 11 and 12, and that completes their first year, which was their goal. They wanted to release 12 titles a year, 1 a month. They fell a little bit behind, so they made up for it in January and February, and now we're going to be starting year 2. So, let's take a look in detail at a few of the releases and what's included with them. So let's look at 3 games in greater detail to see what you can expect when you purchase from Super Rare Games. So the 3 that I selected was Human Fall Flat, Mutant Mudds Collection, and Snake Pass. So let's look at Human Fall Flat first. So this was their very first title. So as you can see, nice cover, you have their logo on the front. Then on the spine, you have the number of the release. So it's really nice because if you have a complete collection, you're going to see 1 through 12 right now. And then on the back, you have some artwork and some text. So what comes inside? Well, with the first release, and with all of them, you always get a special sticker. And you'll notice that with the next two that I show you, the sticker's always slightly different, so it matches the theme of the game. And in this one, you have some inner artwork, and you have the cartridge. But you also get trading cards, and where are they? Well, I'll show you those in just a little bit. Now, the next release I wanted to show you was Mutant Mudds Collection. And the reason I wanted to focus on this one is because it was the first one with an outer slip cover. So as you can see here, it matches the actual case, but it was a nice little bonus, free of charge. And on the back is the exact same that you can expect on the regular case, as well as the spine. Now, what was different about this one? Well, this is when they started to include colored manuals. So first I'll show you the sticker again. You can see that the background is a little bit different. And it has a fully colored manual, along with a reversible cover, which I love. But let's look at the manual a little bit. So here we have top secret instructions. And as you can see, it talks about all three of the games included, has a table of contents, at least 18 pages, which is great. Has a little crossword in the back. So there's a lot of fun in this manual. And as you know, with video games today, you don't really get manuals anymore, so it's nice that they included this. Now the final release I want to show you is Snake Pass. It's just a game that I was looking forward to. It was a digital game when it came out. Everybody was talking about having it physically. Super Rare Games delivered. And as you can see here, they give you a little thank you for purchasing from us. They have some information about their site. As with the other releases, you have their special sticker. And here you have the Snake Pass design in the back. You have some inner artwork. And once again, you have a fully colored manual with some concept art, some text, and it's actually really nice. So I really love that they've been including the manuals. I hope this continues. Now those were the 3 games that I wanted to show you. In total, like I said, there's been 12 that has been released. And with each one, you always get a pack of cards. So if you are a collector, let's show you those cards. In the set of every single release, there's 5 cards to collect. And on the bottom, you can see the number, and it has the abbreviation initials for the game that it corresponds to. So HFF is Human Fall Flat, cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's a little promo card. And in the beginning, they were showing Bomber Crew advertising, and then you'll see in the future releases, it was actually the game itself. So if you're a collector, you're obviously going to have to buy more than 1 pack that it comes with, because you only get 3 cards in a pack, and there's 5 to collect. So if you're like me, you got to have the whole set. So I want to show you what that looks like for the releases 1 through 10, because again, I don't have 11 and 12 yet. So let's go really quick. The first one was Human Fall Flat. Here's the complete set. The next one was The Flame and the Flood, complete set. The third one was Sheltered Generations, complete set. Then you have Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. You have Mutant Mudds Collection. And you can see with each release, the artwork is a little different. There's always a little bit of text. They really take a lot of time and detail, which is really nice and greatly appreciated. And here you can see now that that promo card matches what the game was. You have Worms WMD. You have Snake Pass. You have N++. You have Steridon Binary Stars. And you have the Adventure Pals. So those are the 10 complete sets so far. So let's talk about something new that Super Rare Games just began offering on February 1st, and that's the Super Rare Club. So what is it exactly? Well, it's a membership. You do have to pay into it. And for the last month or so, they opened up pre-orders for this new club. It's £24.99 a year, or it comes out to about $33 US. And it covers you from February 1st, 2019 to January 31st, 2020. Now, they've already closed out. They had about 600 to 700 signups. And what this club does is it really is for the true collectors, I would say, that want to guarantee that they get a copy of Super Rare Games before they sell out. So, you get access to pre-ordering 48 hours or 2 days before it actually goes live on the site for general sale. So it pretty much guarantees you a copy. Now, because there's only 600 to 700 members, and there's typically about 3,000 to 4,000 copies of a game, any member who can sign onto the website within those 2 days is going to be guaranteed a copy. And you have access to everything that they're offering. So if it's the trading cards, if it's an album, you have priority access and you're guaranteed a copy. So as a collector, I had to sign up because I never want to miss out. You have a complete run so far, you want to keep that going. So what else do they offer in that membership? Well, you get priority shipping, so it ships out before other people. You get premium packaging, which is typically about a $2 to $3 charge that they would have added on if you wanted to do that. So you get that included with the membership. You get a 25% off coupon to anything on their site one time. You get access to their secret Discord channel. And all I can say about that Discord channel, it's been a lot of fun since it opened up. You have direct access to George and the team. He's very responsive. He's very active and engaging on there. You get to talk about your wish list of games that you're hoping that they get. He talks about the games that are coming out that the general public doesn't know yet. So it's stuff that we can't share as members, but if you're a member, you know how good these benefits are. And then also you get entered into monthly competitions where you can win signed copies of games, of cards, other bonuses, and you're on an email list that you get information before the general public. So to me, these are a lot of great benefits. I haven't really seen another company do this, so I'm very appreciative that Super Rare Games decided to offer this because, like I said, as a collector, you get nervous when pre-order day comes. For me, it's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm by the computer, and I'm hoping it doesn't sell out right away, or I have computer issues. So this just alleviates that problem. So if you did sign up, that's great. If you didn't, I'm sure they're going to open up another round in the future. So keep your eyes out for that. And the other thing to note is that these games are starting to sell out faster and faster. With Human Fall Flat, it did take a little while for the game to sell their 5,000 copies. But since then, their latest one, which was Adventure Pals and also the Knights of Pen and Paper, sold out within a week. So as you can see, the trend is that people are really starting to notice who Super Rare Games are, and it's selling out a lot faster. So you don't want to miss out. And if you go on eBay and those third-party seller sites, you'll notice that their games are going for double, triple, or even more prices of the retail copy. So jump on board if you haven't already. So what's next for Super Rare Games? Well, I did ask George if he could give me a little tease, and what he said is, I hope you like point-and-click games in 2019. So what game is that? Well, comment below. What do you think? What are you hoping it is? I have ideas. Maybe you do too. What else can we expect? Well, on February 13th, he wanted to do it a day earlier than Valentine's Day because he knows people are busy. They're going to be opening up pre-orders for Cube 2, which looks like a really fun game. And we also know, because it's on their website, that they're going to be opening up Faerun Collection, which is a compilation of these really Zelda-esque type games. We don't know what number that's going to be in their run, but we know that's coming. And as for that, for other games, we'll have to wait and see. So that's Super Rare Games. Are you a member? Have you ever bought from them? Do you even know who they are? I hope you do now. Below in the comments, you'll see links to their website, their Twitter page. Definitely check them out. They're a great company. They're very responsive. They listen to their community. So there's nothing bad I could say about them. And I really like all their releases that they've been doing. They have a wide variety, which I really like. They have adventure games, shooting games, RPGs, and more. So it's a little bit for everybody. And I hope you liked this video. What did you think about it? This was our second time we were doing it. Do you like the content? Is there something that I'm not talking about that you wish I was? Because we've got a lot more publishers to talk about in the coming year. So I want to make this video educational, informational, and fun for you. I want to make it helpful. So let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at JPSwitchMania. Visit our website, jpswitchmania.com. We're even on Instagram now, JPSwitchMania. You're getting the trend, right? So I hope you like what you saw. I really enjoy doing these videos because I know a lot of people have reached out to me and just listening on different boards and whatnot, that there's so many companies that it's very easy to miss one. And as a collector, you don't want to. So my goal is to talk about every single one, let you know all the information, what you can expect, what they're releasing. If I can provide teases, I want to do that. So I really want this to be for you. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!